Good morning. Happy 4th of July. Is anybody up yet? If you are up at 7:30 this morning with me, say hi. Tell me what you're doing today. I was totally going to go live on Instagram, but I was having so many connection issues, so I hope people come over here instead if they were trying to catch this. There's just some stuff I wanted to talk about this morning before, all of the festivities start going. You guys, it's July. It's July already. Half of 2020 is over. Have you seen that meme that was like, welcome July, please come in and sit down. We don't want any trouble. Have you seen that meme? I mean, right? It's been quite a year, 2020. It's halfway over, guys. What's the plan for the rest of the year? What's the next half gonna look like? Do you have any thoughts? There's so much we can't control, right? There's so many things we can't control. But there's some things we can control. Like we get to decide on our attitude, right? And what we're going to do with our bodies. Guys, like, when we are healthy, we have a lot of freedom that we don't have when we are feeling crummy, right? Today is the last day for the Warrior Wellness coaching program to sign up. And I'm just so excited about what this program could mean to you, to so many women. You guys, like, there's so many things we don't have control over, but our body and our health, we actually, we have a say in what that looks like and what our freedom is when it comes to how we're feeling. We totally have control. We have some control over that. So I'm wondering, why not invest in your health? Why not go into this coaching program? Now, I know this isn't for everybody, okay? Now, this is just for anybody who might be uncomfortable with their body, who might be feeling exhausted or overwhelmed or anxious or depressed or frustrated with doctors. If you're frustrated with doctors when you're trying to find solutions for health issues, and overwhelmed with all of the noise out there, who is so overwhelmed with everything that Dr. Google has to say? That was me. So overwhelmed. Just want to throw my hands up in the air and say, forget it, I'm just going to feel crappy forever. I totally felt that. There was a few years ago on 4th of July, I remember going to church at an event that we were doing for 4th of July, their fireworks and everything, and I just felt so miserable. And I knew going that it was going to be, taking a chance, but I'm like, I want to go be with my family on 4th of July and have fun and see fireworks. I don't want to be home alone. So I went, but I felt like I wanted to cry the whole time. Just wanted to cry the whole time I was there because I felt so miserable. Hi, Megan. Good morning. Tell me if you have fun plans for today. I'm just reminiscing about how awful 4th of July was for me a few years ago when my body was just feeling so crummy. Well, I've been dealing with this thyroid issue for so long, and man, having something that what helped me was a program kind of like Warrior Wellness. I was able to jump in and get some guidance to sort through all of the nutrition and health noise out there to figure out what would actually work and have a map, to have some guidelines and structure to healing. That's just what I needed. And I think that that's what a lot of us need, right? A little just guidance and help. Especially when it comes to what God says about it all. Like, what does God say about our body, and how do we discern all of the things, like what's best for us? And it's hard. It's really hard. So Warrior Wellness is, it's a pretty extensive program. It covers like all of the things. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. Happy 4th of July. Tell me what you're doing today. I'm just sharing about what Warrior Wellness is for. Like, really, it's just an extensive program for those that are just feeling like they need just a fresh breath of energy, and just need some coaching through all of the nutrition noise and healing. So 4th of July has been, a lot of holidays have been challenging for me with disease, like just being sick, having energy, not having enough energy, or worried that I'm gonna like be dragging my body along and being maybe in pain, or not being able to communicate clearly to those around me because my head is all foggy, like. And now, like, being able to navigate a lot of that has just given me so much freedom, and I'm just so excited to share that. There was, after the masterclass that Laura and I did, we were chatting, and she looked at me and she was like, Christine, sometimes I don't feel like I'm qualified to teach this stuff because I haven't lost all the weight. And I looked at her and I was like, what? I don't always feel qualified to teach this stuff because I am still in the healing process. Like, my thyroid's not completely healed. And so we had this like moment, because that's what Satan does, like, right? He wants to discourage us and tell us these things. But the truth is, both of us have come so far, and we have gained so much clarity, and we are confident in the direction that we're going, knowing, like, we have the tools. So a few weeks ago, I got the results from my blood test, and my numbers weren't great. And I was kind of taken back because I didn't feel awful. I wasn't feeling horrible. And so I had to think about it for a minute. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess there was that really hard day when I was on week 4 of my cycle last month. Like, it was really hard. And then there were those times where I've had some anxiety lately. And yeah, I can see where there have been a few issues that might be because of my thyroid. But the thing is, you guys, I was so proud because it's just proof that I am like managing my symptoms really well. Like those days, that one day that I felt awful, that was a day. It wasn't 2 weeks. I mean, there was a time that I would feel like that for weeks on end, and I would be like out of the game, right? And those anxiety, those times I was feeling anxiety, like it lasted only a few hours, if that, like I just feel so equipped and so excited about what God has given me and the tools that I have to move forward in healing. And I'm just so excited to share that, and Laura, she's lost, I think she said it was like 50 pounds already. And she's very clear in the direction she's going. What she said to me was really cool. She was like, as I have been seeking the Lord about this, and really, because she gets frustrated, right? She gets frustrated too about certain things with her body. But what the Lord has said was that it's about being obedient and doing the things you know to do. And He does the rest, right? And we just let Him work. And I just love that. I just love that we just, we do what we know to do. And when we know better, we do better. We just choose better. And so Anyway, I just wanted to share those things that, it is a process. Healing is a process. But getting the right tools and knowing what direction to go is a game changer. Total game changer. Confidence booster. And you're just not fearful. You can walk into the future that you know how to handle the things. You know how to handle the things. And it's just really freeing. Really freeing. So there are challenges along the way, right? I was out with my girlfriends. We had a girl weekend, and things were different for me, right? Because I'm in this healing process. So there are foods that I don't eat because I know how my body responds to them, and I really want to heal my body. And then maybe I can have some of those things. Maybe my body will be able to handle some things after it's healed. But at this point, I'm just being super careful and gentle with my body. And so that, it can create some awkward moments. And somebody said to me that, I don't remember the exact term, but she was talking about being a slave to nutrition. And I'm like, well, we will serve something. We all have a choice to make, like every moment of the day, right? What are we going to be thinking about? What are we going to be choosing what environment are we choosing to be in? What emotions are we and thoughts are we agreeing with? What are we choosing to put in our bodies? And I am going to choose life. We have the power to choose life or death. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and make the choices that will have me feeling energetic, and clear-headed and confident and things that are going to nourish my body. Because if I give in to things that my flesh wants, the consequences, I know what that's like, I know. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. At this point, it's an ebb and a flow, the healing process. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to choose life. Whether you are in a place where you need healing, or you're in a place where you're just wanting to sustain your health, I just want to encourage you, choose life. Choose life. So I want to talk about Warrior Wellness for just a minute and why it's a good choice. What if you are needing or wanting some healing? I'm just wondering what's stopping you from jumping in to Warrior Wellness, because some of the questions or blocks that might come up is that it's money. That's money. It's too expensive. But honestly, you guys, $297 for a coaching program to this degree is an incredible deal. Incredible deal. And that's fine. If you want to, you can spend money on medications and doctors, and that's if you want to spend your money on that instead of health, and guiding, you have the choice. But I'm just saying that this is really a good deal. The content and the things you're getting is phenomenal. And you have a 30-day guarantee. I'm going to give you your money back if you don't like it. If it's not working out for you, you're going to get so much in just 30 days. And if it's not working out, I'll give you your money back. Because I'm not about just taking money. I want healing for you. I want to make sure that it works for you. So I just wanted to tell you that about the money. A few minutes. Time. Time is another factor that is that could be a hindrance. And I just want to say that you get to choose what you want to do with your time, right? And if you want to check out and just disengage with life because you're exhausted, if that's what you want to do with your time, you can. I did that plenty, so I know what that's like. But Warrior Wellness, like this program, it does not take it. This is self-paced. It also offers structure and accountability if you'd like. So if you want to go at the pace with a coach, honestly, we're here. We're going to walk beside you no matter where you're at in the course. But if you wanted to do it in line, then in the right order that we have planned, the first 2 weeks is just a few minutes every day. And then you're in for about 2-3 hours every week. And these are things like you can hit play while you're doing laundry or cooking dinner or driving, and just listen and learn on the go or wherever you're doing. And then, you will want to stop and take notes on some things, but also all of it's written out for you. So then we have little summaries underneath. So it's all there for you. So really the time commitment is something that's worth it, totally worth it. So those are the two things I think that are the main hindrances. If you have any other questions or want to know anything else about the program, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions. I also wanted to get to some of the health questions that people have asked along the way, just to give you a little support and encouragement. Anita asked about how to stop grazing mode when I feel I absolutely need to eat, usually at night. Anybody else there? She's eaten enough already. So there's a lot of ways you can go about this, but one thing is going to be setting your circadian rhythm and training your body a little bit to tap into the rhythm of the day and kind of retrain your body a little bit. We also are going to walk through how to break up a sugar breakup workbook. So we're going to walk through that with you and to give you the exact tools and alternative things that can help you switch away from that. What else? Routine is going to really help with the grazing mode at night. Once you get into a routine and start creating a habit, then your body, it just becomes more natural for you to go that way. It's like sets you on autopilot. So right now you're kind of set on autopilot. If you are in this kind of grazing mode sort of thing at night, your brain is in autopilot, right? This is a habit. So resetting that to a routine so that every night kind of looks the same, but you're replacing those habits with other things, that's really going to help. And we can walk you through that. Okay, what else? Taking thoughts captive and wrongs against me plus anxiety. So that's another question that was asked. And that's something we totally address in detail within the course, because health is not just physical, it's emotional and spiritual. You cannot separate the three, right? So taking thoughts captive is definitely important when it comes to being healthy in the body and in the spirit, right? Because God tells us to do that. So there's a lot. We have a whole module on intention and how the brain works and how we can actually renew our minds and take your thoughts captive. In the masterclass, I talked about brain priming so that you can set those neural pathways to where you actually want them to be to align with truth. So you can go back and watch that if you'd like, and we can address even more about. We'll address even more about really forgiveness, letting go of bitterness, and all of that as well. Okay. One more. Sheena said, I'm curious on how to eat for my age, late 30s. Now that I'm older, I notice I can't eat like I used to without feeling awful. Yeah. I'm feeling bloated, low energy, headaches, but I have habits that have been built for years and I don't know what foods to replace them with. Another question somebody else asked for a grocery list and meal planning. And so, yes, we want to help you with those things. So, what happens as we grow older is that the toxins have built up throughout the years, right? So we build, as the things that we eat, gosh, in America, the things that are approved and on our shelves are pretty unbelievable because it's not really, we eat plenty of stuff that is not food. And our body actually registers it as toxins. And so it doesn't know what to do with it. It doesn't recognize it. And so it just kind of builds up and creates a barrier of inflammation on our cells. And so it disrupts the hormone communication. And well, it does a lot of things. It does a lot of things. And we see that's as a symptom, bloating, low energy, headaches, all of that stuff. So our bodies just start breaking down and not being able to handle those things as we get older and as stresses pile up. So that's one thing that we need to be aware of as you feed your body. Refocusing the things that you go to as your snacks or as your meals it's just really important. And to start having the lens. This is what Laura says, is what's God-made food or man-made food. And just start replacing that man-made food with God-made food. And there's lots of alternatives. Here's one. I'm just going to give you one right now. Instead of chips, like tortilla chips, that's one of my downfalls. Or the salty things that you might desire, I just do a bag of popcorn. I'll grab kernels of organic popcorn, put them in a brown paper bag, fold it up. You just fold the top up, pop it in the microwave, and pop it up. And then I put it in a bowl and put coconut oil on it, like the refined liquid coconut oil. And then I put some pink salt on it, and it is so good. And it satisfies that craving, right? And that's God-made food. And that's going to be able to replace a lot of those salty foods that we reach for. So there's one replacement food right there. If I think of others, I'll pop on and comment below. But so that's it. Those are some things that I just wanted to give you. And I just really want you to encourage you to make the choice to jump in with this coaching program. If you are struggling at all with any of these things when it comes to anxiety, depression, exhaustion, weight, because weight is really just a symptom of other issues, right? So if you're struggling with any of these, hop on board. We really want to coach you through all of the things with grace, with accountability and grace. All right, you guys. I love you. Happy 4th of July. Go sign up. Go sign up. I'm super excited to see you inside the coaching program. God bless and Godspeed.